I'm Kushal. I represent Samait Shala from Ahmedabad. We work towards providing inclusive learning environment for every child in mainstream classrooms. So I started this journey back in 2009, first time when I started volunteering abroad in a special school as a special ed teacher assistant. I had a lot of learnings over there, working with children with complex mental and physical difficulties. Experienced a fantastic system of love, care and dignity for the children in a first world country, how they are taken care in that environment, how they are brought up, more systematically how they are transitioned with a proper bridging program from a special ed classroom to a mainstream classroom. Seeing that and working there for over 5 years, I thought to transition back to India in 2014. Worked in education here in a low-income community school. I was placed as a Teach for India fellow there. Over there I encountered similar difficulties in children, not at a very severe mental level but quite at an aggressive level, which was constantly causing that hindrance for them to move forward in the classrooms. So being a grade 1 teacher, I could see those things playing out very clearly in my classroom as well. So that led to the understanding of where I want to play the role in education. So 2016 was a time when Samait Shala got incepted and we started understanding step by step, first working with few children over 1 year. Then in another year we took 3 classrooms, started working with them, what learning patterns the children exhibit, what are the difficulties the teacher is facing and the role that parents can play in the system. Samait Shala, we operate in Ahmedabad in affordable private schools at the moment. We work in the mainstream classroom from grade 1 to grade 8, where we provide teachers with certain basic unit plans to start with, which are for English literacy and math. For children, basically we have those unit plans to be executed by the teachers. We have different remedial timings, remedial hours and remedial activities for the children, and we have peer learning modifications in our unit plans. As and when we observe, we provide support to the teachers and we visit classroom, we start identifying more and more students who are not able to work around even after those unit plans are executed. And that's when we work one-on-one or in small group in the classroom, provide different remedial interventions in the mainstream classrooms so that the children can express and engage at their learning level. The children whom we identify to be at risk, we work with their parents with different parent awareness programs as well. Personally, the biggest challenge has been myself working alone. There were 4 of us who started conceptualizing this idea, but then 3 of them had to move. They are still in education associated with Samait Shala, but they are not on the ground. So one of the biggest struggle has been to operate or take forward this project on the ground by myself. Second is of course the financial aspect to support, because the schools cannot compensate here a lot for all of these services. Like the designing that needs to be done, the reference materials that needs to be bought or needs to be implemented for the day in and day out that needs to happen. When we go to incubations, they ask us to just do a lot of reporting things, detail every month. As an alone person working on the ground, it becomes very challenging to have those things done every month. With Wipro seed funding, one of the stipend factor is definitely there, which eases one of the biggest factor on part of an entrepreneur trying to gain insight into his or her work. But at the same time, the minimum paper requirement aspect and the trust factor to have those things going is something which is one of the biggest support that I've had from Wipro so far.